Good day, ma'am and our fellow classmates. So today we are going to present our video report about gender rights and people-centered approaches. So my assigned topic is about gender. So gender encompasses the socially constructed rules, behaviors, expressions, and identities of individuals differing from sex, which refers to biological traits. So gender is a spectrum allowing individuals to identify as male, female, both, neither, or somewhere else along that spectrum. Societal expectations about how men and women should behave exemplify gender roles. So, gender on the other hand, ito ay kung paano natin nararamdaman ang ating kasarian, kung paano natin ito ipinapakita sa mundo at kung paano tayo inasahan ng lipunan na kumilos batay sa ating kasarian. So, it's not just a binary male or female but a whole spectrum of identities and expressions. So here's the breakdowns with examples. First is gender identity. So an individual's internal sense of being male, female, both, neither, or another gender. So gender identity or ang pagkakakilanlan ng kasarian. So this is your internal deeply felt sense of being a man, woman, both, neither, or something else entirely. It's how you know yourself to be kasi ikaw lang din naman ang nakakilala sa sarili mo. So it is how you feel inside about your gender. So for example, a person who is born with a body that people see as male might feel inside that they are a girl. So their gender identity is female even though their body is male. So next is gender expression or ang pagpapahayag ng kasarian. So this is how you show your gender to the world through things like clothes, hair, and how you act. For example, a person who was born male might choose to wear makeup, grow their hair long, and speak in a soft voice. So this is their way of expressing their gender in a feminine way, even if society usually expects to look and act differently. So next is gender rules. Gender rules or ang mga tungkulin ng kasarian. So this is simply the way people act based on whether they are male or female. So these rules are shaped by society and can vary from place to place and time to time. So for example, in some cultures, women are expected to be the primary caregivers for children, while men are expected to be the primary breadwinners. So this is the example of gender rules or ang mga tungkulin ng bawat kasarian.
Good day, ma'am. My name is Generous A. Tarbu. So my topic is all about rights. Rights are like basic protections or freedoms that everyone is born with, ensuring you can live safely or freely. So kitang tanan na magyud tay rights or karapatan din ba? Like right to speak freely and to be treated fairly. Next is human rights o karapatang pantao. These are the most fundamental rights belonging to every single person by virtue of being human. For example, karapatan sa buhay. So, may karapatan tayong mabuhay at hindi mapatay ng illegal. Next is civil rights o karapatang sibil. These rights protects individuals from unfair or discriminatory treatment based on certain characteristics. Example is right to vote, right to participate in democratic process, and choose your leaders. So, dito sa civil rights is meron tayong kalayaan sa pananalita, seguridad at pagkapantay-pantay. This is political rights o karapatang politikal. These rights relate to your ability to participate in political process and hold your government accountable. For example, is right to vote. So we need to vote because it is the main way na makahelp that how to decide our community and country run. Next is economic rights o karapatang pang-ekonomiya. These rights protect a person's ability to earn a living, access basic needs, and participate fairly in economy. Example is right to work. So we have right na magkaroon ng trabaho at kumita ng kabuhayan. Next is social rights o karapatang panlipunan. These rights relate to your social well-being and access to essential services. For example, right to education. So, nato right to access our education to quality schooling at different levels.
morning, ma'am. My name is Joyce Serban, and this is my assigned topic all about people-centered approaches. So, people-centered approaches prioritize the needs of experiences and well-being individuals. It emphasizes human dignity and empower individuals to participate in decisions that affect their lives. So, for example, nakikipag-ugnayan ka sa mga residente para malaman ang tunay nilang problema at kung ano ang solusyon ng gusto nila. Next is focus on human needs. So understand and addressing the particle emotion and social needs of individuals. So for example, pagpapalano sa mga espasyo ng safe, accessible para sa mga pedestrian at families at mga glalagay ng mga maraming parke, sidewalk at public transport na madaling gamitin ng lahat lalo na senior at may kapansanan. Is empowerment and agency, enabling individual to participate in decisions that affect their lives. So, for example, women empowerment program. So, instead of just providing aid, an empowerment program will magbibigay ng training at skills sa mga kababaihan para maging independent sila at makipagdesisyon para sa kanilang sariling kinabukasan. Next is exclusivity and equity. So, inclusion of individuals are treated with respect and have equal opportunities, address inequalities. So, for example, workplace environment and include an equitable workplace world hindi lang nag-hire ng diverse individuals kundi tinitiyak din ng mga pantay-pantay sila o oportunidad para sa career growth of problems. Next is collaboration. Collaboration involving people in the design of implementation and evolution of initiatives. So, for example, pag-organisa ng kabayanihan kung saan lahat ang residente, bata man o matanda, ay hindi kayat na mag-participate. So, the last one is transparency and communication, keeping people informed about decision and actively seeking. So, for example, pagpaliwanag kung saan magagaling ang pera at kung saan ito gagastusin at pagbukas ng public hiring para makapagbigay ng feedback ang mga mamamayan.
Hey everyone, good day ma'am. So my topic is all about gender and development God framework, a development perspective that aims to achieve equality between men and women and ensure their full participation in societal progress. So ensuring full participation by both men and women is crucial for societal progress and equality because it leads to more just, sustainable, and resilient development that benefits everyone, not just one gender. So, isa ka example is kanang sa opisina. So, sa opisina ko is gisigurado sa gadala nga ang babae ug lalaki is pwede ma-promote sa high position. Dili lang kayo unsa ilang gender. Kundi mas nag-base sila nga sa unsay kaya sa isa ka tawo. Next, gender equality. So, God recognized that gender equality is a fundamental value and seek to address systematic inequalities that limit opportunities for either men and women. So, God recognized nga ang pagkapantay-pantay kuno is importante kayo. So, mao nang ang layunin sa God is kanang tagaan og pantay na oportunidad sa edukasyon ang babayi og lalaki. So, mao nay isa ka example sa mga layunin sa God.
Good day everyone, I am Guerrero J. So, my assigned topic is all about gender and development. So, key aspect of God or gender and development is addressing gender rules, relations. God recognized that gender rules and relations influence access to resources, opportunities, and transform rules to promote greater equality. So, ang key aspect gid sa God is to promote greater equality. So, focus on equity, not just equality. So, while equality means treating everyone the same, equity recognizes that different individuals and groups may have different needs. So, while daw ang equality nag-treat sa everyone og pariha or pagapantay-pantay, ang equity daw na-recognize nga
ang the individuals or groups kay naay lain-lain nga pangangailangan. So ano nga ba yung equality? So equality at equity. So ang equality is pag-treat sa everyone og same or pagkapantay-pantay, while equity mo na siya ang katarungan or justice. So example of equality, naay disaster. So dili ka pwede mamili og imong client kasi nga everyone is na kuan ay atong disaster. So tanan jud siya imong tagaan, walay dato walay pobre, dapat tagaan jud siya nimo tanan. While equity, justice for everyone. So for example, naigiapi, so sagdan lang nato na siya kasi nga bayot or something. No, dapat kuan nang imong pag-treat sa everyone, walay bay walay laki, dapat pantay gyud siya kasi nga pareha living things. And then God aims to address these specific needs to ensure fair and just outcomes for both men and women. So ang kuan jud ang unsa ba yan? Ang kuan jud sa God, ang yaadjong yang rule is para ma-ensure jud nga fair jud ang pag health bitaw or pag tabang sa mga bay or laki, pareha og pag-treat, walay bay siya, laki siya, dapat pantay-pantay lang gud ang pag-treat sa tanan. And that's all. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Julina Balocos and my part is about comprehensive approach. So ang God or ang gender and development is dili lang jud siya para sa mga power empowerment. It is about the empowerment of all individuals, recognizing that gender inequality affects both men and women. So for example, ang LGU nagkandak og survey para sa mga women and men. So unsa man kay ang mga hinanaing day sa mga babayi? Unsa kayo ang mga hinanaing sa mga lalaki? So unsa man na siya pagsulbad? So nagkandak og survey ang mga taga LGU. So nahibalan sa mga taga LGU nga ang mga babae is kulang kay silang mga kanang healthcare bitaw sa mga buros. Then ang sa lalaki pod is na pressure kay sila sa mga traditional nga mga himuon kay nila kay as a lalaki, diba? Sila man jud ang kanang mo trabaho ng mga pang masculine kayo nga trabaho like mga construction na sila jud mangitag way para mabuhi nila ilang pamilya. So sila jud mo trabaho na. So moto paggandak sa LGU is na sila yung mga kanang nakita sa ilang pag-survey. So usaon man to pag kanang sulbad. So ang sa women is magkinahanglan kay sila care services, area ng reproductive health clinic and maternal care programs, providing trabaho, mag-provide og entrepreneurship training and financial assistance para sa mga babae, or tagaan sila kanang negosyo para kumbaga dili pud sila magsalig sa mga lalaki pod. So sa men pod gi-offeran sila counseling services para sa ilaa to address mental health issues and promote healthy relationship. Kay di ba murag na pressure kay sila kay kanang ila ajud kanang sila man jud dapat ang trabaho sa mga bugat jud as traditional nga paano to di sa mga Pilipino is kanang man jud ang laki man jud ang dapat mangitag pamaagi or mangitag kanang trabaho jud. Ito siya nga mga example. Gio nag-take siya comprehensive approach kung unsa ang mga pamaagi sa mga sa mga God or sa kung unsa pamaagi sa gender and development, kung unsaon pag resolve ba usaon pagresolba sa mga kinahanglan sa both side, sa bayi ba or sa lalaki. Kung paun sa mapantay-pantay bitaw ang kuan murag kanang karapatan bitaw or kanang pantay-pantay ang kasarian sa tao. So, more to. Thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is Isabella Gore. I will discuss the type of intersectionality, which is class, gender, race, and power. First, class, social and economic status. This is about how rich or for someone is, what kind of job they have, and their access of resources. Pananglitan, ang estudyante nga gikan sa pobre nga pamilya dili ka-afford og maayong eskwelahan apan ang anak sa dunahan nga pamilya maka-eskwela sa private school og naay tutor. Next is gender. This refers to being male, female, or another gender identity and how society treats you because it. Example, ang babae usay mas gamay og sweldo kaysa lalaki bisan parehas sa sila og trabaho. Next example is ang usa ka transgender nga tawo makasinati og discrimination inig apply og trabaho kay kuan man murabit og para ra pud sa kuha. Kung mag-apply kag trabaho nya transgender ka naman gyud po sa posible nga dili jud ka madawat kay naman gyud mga ubang kumpanya or like kanang sa grocery store dayon sa mga asa-asa pa kung asa ka mo-apply kay dili sila mo dawat og mga transgender, mga yun ana bitaw para ra pud sa kuha pero mao man pud ako nakita sa uban murag sa una man ata or napabakaron.
Jelmy V. Kumigod. Our topic today is race intensity and skin color. This is about your ethnic background or skin color and how society views or treats you because of it. Based on observable physical difference like skin color, hair texture, and facial features. The next, power. This is about who was control or employee in society, workplace, or communities. Ito yung tumutukoy sa isang konsepto na kung sino ang magkontrol ng impluwensya sa lipunan.